What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we'll be drawing Marty McFly from Back to the Future. Now we're going to get started in the center of our page with the eyes. So let's start over on the left side and draw in a circle. Starting from the very top, work our way down towards the bottom of the eye, and then back up towards the top. Now we're going to leave a large gap in the center and draw the same thing on the right. So we want to line up the top of that circle. Just going to bring that down towards the same height. Go around the right side and then back up towards the top. Let's add a small highlight circle on the top left of each eye. So up against the edge of the eye, we draw that circle coming in and then back out. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to go back and fill the inside of the eyes in black. Now if this is your first time here, you can go check out more of my videos on my main channel called Cartooning Club. And if you've come here through my main channel, then I want to thank you for visiting. And please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now we're going to move to the center and draw on the nose. Let's line up at the bottom edge of the eyes, move to the center. Now I'm going to start on the left side. We're going to curve the nose coming down, round this out, and then go back up on the right. Now let's move up to the top and draw a short curve in the opposite direction for the bridge of the nose. And then from the bottom of the nose, we're going to step down and draw on the mouth. Let's start back over on the left side, curve the mouth coming down, and then up. And then we'll add a small bracket on the corners of the mouth. Now let's move down and draw on the lower lip. We're going to start back over on the left, draw a short curve, coming down and then up. Let's go back up to the top and add the eyebrows. We're going to start over on the left, just going to curve over the eye, in and then down. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to thicken up the eyebrows. Let's go back to the outside and go a little bit higher in the middle and then just pull that down on the inside. And then we'll fill the eyebrows in black. Now that we've drawn in the face, we're going to move to the outside and draw the lower half of the head. So starting from the left eye, we're going to step out, draw a large half circle. We're going to come down just underneath the mouth, round up the chin, go out and up on the right. Now we're going to go back to the left side and brush the hair going over towards the right. So let's start at the very top. Just going to extend this line going up the side. Let's add some hair coming down and in. Come down and in with a short line. And now from here we're going to go up and just pull that in directly above the left eye. And now we're going to brush the hair across the forehead. Starting at the top, curve down towards the eyebrow and then in. Just going to taper that back up with a short line. We come down and in towards the right eye. And again, we're just going to pull that back up towards the top. Let's add a couple more points. From here, just going to come in towards the eyebrow. Go back up. Now we're just going to brush this out past the side of the head. So we're going to come down and then go out. And then we'll tuck the side of the head in underneath the hair with a straight line. Now this curve we're going to duplicate over on the left side. So let's line this up. So we curve this down and then out. And then we'll tuck the ears along the side. Starting from the end, we're going to step in, curve down, and then in behind the head. Go to the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to go all the way up to the top and draw on the outside of the hair. From this point, we're going to step up to the top, start with a point. From here, we're going to curve up and out. And then we'll just taper that back in with a short line. Now we're going to work our way down the left side. From here we go out and then down. And then again, we're just going to pull that back up. Now we're going to feather the hair around the ear. So starting up here, curve out and then down. Now I'm just going to pull this out towards the point. Just blending into a curve going out. Let's taper that back in towards the ear to right about there. Now we're going to go back up to the top and do the same thing over on the right. Let's start at the very top here, curve up and over. And we'll create that point of hair coming down and in. Now we're going to go all the way across the top of the head, going up, and then we'll bend that down. Let's add a point of hair, curving that in, and we're just going to work our way down the side of the head, going out and then down. And just like we did on the left side, we're just going to curl this out. Come down and then out. Come down and in towards the ear. And now we're going to curl the hair coming back down and in behind the head. And start back on the left. Come down and in. Taper that back up. And pull that down and then in behind the head. Alright, now that we complete the head, let's move down and draw on the body. I'm going to overlap the headphones on top of the shoulders. So let's start over on the left side, just underneath the head. We're going to start with a straight line coming down. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to connect the top and bottom with a half circle. We're going to go out, round this out, and then pull that back in. Do the same thing on the right. And now we're going to wrap the headphones around the neck. Let's start on the outside of that half circle. We curve out and then up. And then we're going to trace this curve along the inside. So we step up, just follow that up underneath the head. And then from the outside of the headphones, we're going to draw on the side of the body. Let's start on the left side. We're going to curve out and then down towards the hip. Line this up on the right and do the same thing, coming down towards the same height. Now let's draw on the bottom of the vest. From here, we're going to curve down and then in. And we'll pull the inside of the vest going straight up underneath the head. Let's start on the left. Just coming along the inside of the headphones. Do the same thing on the right. Let's add the shirt collar along the top. We'll start back on the left. We'll curve down and then up. And then stepping down, we're going to come down and in towards the middle with a straight line. And then from the inside corner of the vest, we're going to step up and draw a straight line going across the edge of the shirt. Now let's go back up to this point, draw a straight line coming down. Now we're going to create 3 sections along the side of the vest. We're going to take this curve, we're going to step up, just follow that all the way in, line this up on the right, and do the same thing. Now we're going to go up and we're going to tuck this in behind the headphones and continue on the inside. Let's continue working down the legs. In the center, we're going to step down, draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. And then leaving a gap in the center, let's go to the left side, curve the leg going out and down towards the left heel, move over towards the right, go out and down towards the right heel. And now we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the heel, we'll curve the foot, coming down and then up towards the toe on both sides. Let's go back to the left and draw on the top of the foot. We'll start from the toe, we're going to curve up, and we're going to bend the foot coming down, aiming towards the heel. We'll stop right about there. And then I'm just going to bend that back up towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right. Going all the way up to the top of the foot, and then bending that down. And then we'll curve that back up towards the inside. Now we're going to add a thick sole along the bottom of the feet. We want to take this curve, step up, and just trace that across from the toe to heel, and then from heel to toe. And then we'll add a toe cap. Starting back at the top of the foot, curve in, and then down towards the sole. Now we're going to go back up and draw on the outside of the leg. From the left hip, we're going to step in, curve the leg going out, and then straight down on top of the foot. And we're going to add the pockets along the top of the leg. Let's step in, curve down and out towards the outside. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to move back up and draw on the arms. Let's start with the arm on the left holding the skateboard. So we start at the top of the body, curve down, and then bend the arm going out towards the wrist. And then from the wrist, we're going to curl around the thumb. Going up, and then down. We'll round up the tip of the thumb, and then go back up. Let's add the palm. Just going to hook down and then in. Now we're going to layer the skateboard in behind that thumb in an angle. So let's start at the very top of the thumb, go straight out, an angled line. Now we're going to continue this line underneath the thumb, coming in towards the leg. And then we'll round out the top and bottom. Let's start at the very top, draw almost like a half circle, going around and then back in, going opposite direction along the bottom. And then connect the outside with a straight line, all the way down towards the bottom of the skateboard. And then we're going to add 2 wheels along the top and bottom. So let's start at the very top. We're going to draw a straight angled line with a gap in the center. Go across. Continue on the inside. Now from the inside, we're going to come down with a short line. And then we go back out to create the wheels. Now let's connect the wheels by drawing 2 angled lines going up across the middle. Now we do the exact same thing along the bottom. Let's start with that top line. Come down along the inside. And then go back out. And then we'll join the wheels together. Now we're going to go back up and close off the edge of the cuff. Starting from the wrist, we curve in, around the thumb, and then back in behind the skateboard. Now from here we're going to step up, curve the arm coming in, and then up behind the body. Let's add a thick cuff along the inside. From the wrist we'll step up. Just going to trace this across towards the inside of the arm. Now let's move over and draw on the right arm. We're going to start halfway down the side of the body, starting right here, curve the arm going out, and then down towards the wrist. And then from the wrist we'll draw a small half circle for the thumb. At the end of the thumb, let's add a bracket. And then from here we're going to draw in 3 fingers. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, come down, and then up around that bracket. Step down, curve out and up the second finger. And then the third finger to go out, then the arm coming up and in towards the side of the body. Let's go back down and add the cuff. Starting from the top of the thumb, curve across and then bend this up. We'll step up, we draw that same curve twice. And that's pretty much it. There's Marty McFly from Back to the Future. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon.